What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Skeff's Comic Knowledge. I am Skeff. Thank you for checking out today's video. I cannot thank you enough. So, just no rambling this one. We're just going to get right to it. So, tonight, we have this evening, whenever you're happy to watch this, thank you. We have a 25 book submission that I'll be sending off to Impressive Comic Book Pressing Services to get pressed and clean. So I picked out 25 books right now that I wanted to get pressed, clean, sent away. Feel it's a good time right now. CGC turnaround times are not that bad, and his turnaround times are not that bad as well. Plus, he had a little bit of a Black Friday special where you were able to claim like 10 spots, and in those 10 spots, you're able to get then a book any year, any fair market value, and the pressing would only be $10, and then like free shipping CGC. So like a great thing to like pick up on. So I went ahead, grabbed 10 spots. I had 10 books. I'm like, oh, let me just find 15 more books, because whenever you send in 25 books, it's the maximum amount allowed for like one CGC return shipment. So I always find that you get the best bang for your buck if you're able to submit 25 books. It's a hefty price, but if you can submit 25, it's the best rate of return for like shipping purposes, shipping 25 out to him, the most cost efficient way. So I'm going to try to add what I think the grade is going to be after a pressing right underneath the book in editing after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can guess what the grades are. We're going to go ahead and check out this video once these books come back from CGC and see how lucky I got with the grades. So first book up is going to be a copy of Thor God of Thunder #2 first printing. The next 3 books are all going to be 3 copies of Teen Titans 12, the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. Been holding on to these for quite some time, just because they're a little bit more rough shape than normal, but they definitely need the press. Got a kind of a beat up copy of Edge of Spider-Verse #2, the first appearance of Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, but I'm very excited to get this one submitted finally. It's been a long time. I picked it up on a good deal because it is a little beat up, but I'm happy to have a copy of it in the collection. Next up is another book that I'm happy to have just one of in the collection, a Savage She-Hulk #1. You know, the series got announced. So I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and get this one pressed and clean submitted. I don't think it'll come back anything too high, but like I said, I'll post all the grades of what I think they're going to get down below, right below the book in editing. Hopefully, I don't mess this up. Also, I did see that Stegman and Kate were coming back to CGC for another in-house signing. I was going to try to take advantage of that. I have about 3 or 4 books I think I was going to send out. I was curious, you guys down below, comment, let me know if you guys taken advantage of any of that CGC in-house signing. Do you like what they're doing? Do you feel the prices are fair? Is this something that you would do going forward when convention season does come back? It's just one of the things that I think is very interesting. I actually don't think there'll be many of them once convention season comes back. Maybe the end of next year if it does, but we'll find out. Next up is a really cool copy of Spawn 263, just another low print Spawn. Definitely needs a press for sure. Then we got a copy of Star Wars Legacy #2, the first Darth Talon. I actually picked this up in my previous video. I had a copy of #1, which was in minty shape. This one, sadly, is not, but a press I think would help tremendously. Like I said, I picked this one up just like that one, like 10 years ago when I was reading the books issue by issue, and I was happy to say I still had this copy. Next up is another book that I got, the one that came out, Department of Truth #1, the secret cover. It's a little beat up, actually. Surprisingly, it just wasn't handled properly. And I thought this would use good pressing, because at this point in time, no reason not to get this cool secret variant submitted. Then we have 2 copies of the Miles Morales #6, the first Starling, that both need presses badly. I picked them up off of eBay, and they were unfortunately a little more beat up than I thought they'd be from the images. It's really hard to tell unless someone takes really, really good pictures of the book. Next up is another cool book that might gain some heat eventually. It's just Kanan #1. Just because there was a name drop in the most recent episode of Mandalorian that made some things very intriguing in the new Star Wars universe that I'm very excited about. A book that was really weird for a long time. It's that Riptide #1, that Red 5, where it got like an option, then it didn't get an option, then it did, then it didn't, then it did nothing, and then but it's beat up. I'm out to send it off. I only have the one, so send it off, get it graded. Needs a press for sure. Just like with Kanan #1, Kanan #6 is also a really nice one to have as well. Definitely needs a press, but this is a good one to definitely get graded and just kind of sit and wait on for now after that name drop that was epic on Friday. Here's another phone. Anyone remember Hitmonkey? Both the front and back, like white covers, definitely both need press badly, but the good part is like there's no color breaks. It's a white book. So definitely need these both pressed and cleaned. Got a really nice copy of Shuri #1, the 1:50 ratio variant. That's a little bit harder to find than others, surprisingly. But, you know, with all the news of the new Black Panther movie and Shuri having a more prominent role in the film, not a bad reason to get some of these graded if you have them. And a series that I cannot wait to come out is going to be Invincible. This is just Invincible issue number 13, just a lower print run, hard to find copy of the series with just a great Otley cover of Invincible itself on the cover. So this one definitely needs a press for sure, but good potential if it comes back in a nice 9/8 with that white cover. Probably one of my favorite books of this batch that, crossing my fingers for that 9/8, I've received a couple 9/6s and a 9/4. It's just one that eludes me still. Nothing too crazy. 9/8s have gotten a little crazy recently, but just a copy of Thor 337, the first Beta Ray Bill, with just a great iconic cover. So this is one book that I'm really looking forward to seeing come back in 9/8. I already have a 9/6 in the collection, but if this would come back in 9/8, that 9/6 would be out of here pretty quickly. And I guess another book you could say I guess I'm speculating on. I mean, at the time, it just seems like a good book to pick up if you could find them, because you never know. At the end of the day, it's just a gamble. You're just taking a gamble. Is that the copies of Far Sector #1, the second printings, and or now the first printings, just with a potential for maybe a new Green Lantern show on the horizon. There's no reason maybe why they wouldn't touch on this version of it. So this is one that definitely needs a press, but has good potential. And I found out I actually had a couple more Black Panthers stashed away in the collection that I forgot about. I have this great J. Scott Campbell Black Panther #1 with Shuri in the Black Panther outfit. This one definitely needs a press, but this one has definitely good high grade potential. And here's the big book of the bunch, Black Panther #2, the first appearance of Shuri. This one I already think is in really good shape, but just to be safe, because I definitely am trying to get the 9/8 on this one, is that I'm gonna get it pressed. But it looks like it's in incredible shape, so I'm crossing my fingers, hoping this one makes a cut, because it's the big book of the batch. This one's interesting. This is a copy of The Boys #1 that I actually picked up in like a 25-cent long box. It is not in good shape. There's like this weird little like sticker residue. So I'm going to send it to Gary at Impressive Comic Book Pressing Services and see if he can remove that residue. At the end of the day, I paid 25 cents for it. So even if it comes back in like a 9.0 or 8.5, it's still worth it regardless. Love this series. It's a lot of fun. The show is intense as well. Not as intense as the book, but still really good as well. So The Boys #1. And here's another series that seemed to have like cooled down a little bit, but not crazy. It's just The Umbrella Academy #1 by Jared Way. Just another good book. Definitely needs a press though. And the last book of the batch is going to be kind of a fun cover. It's The Boys #24 actually, but the Animal House variant, the color variant. There's a black and white version, but this is a color variant. So, but this one definitely needs a press. It's got a few little ticks on there, but this one has good potential as well. Boom, that's it guys. Super easy. Just giving you a CGC journey of some books that I'm going to get pressed, and then some of them definitely need cleaned, and then sent off. We'll see how we do on those. I took a good look at them, and I tried to get some of the grades on some of them, but I'm excited to see how they turn out. Please let me know down in the comments below. Again, what are your thoughts on like the CGC in-house signings? And also, do you actually own any of these books from this batch? I'd love to know. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Please remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. Make sure you turn that notification bell on, because I'm really working hard on trying to produce more content on a weekly basis, and I have really big plans for 2021 with an entirely like new setup, new schedule, new concepts, new ideas. So I'm very excited for the next year. But like always guys, you're the best. Thank you for watching. Skeff out.